Tonight's show has been brought to you by One Taste of Main Street Cake Shop, baked from scratch, custom-made cakes and cupcakes, and you'll be hooked. Every cake is made to order with only the finest and freshest ingredients. This is no ordinary bakery. Cakes are never pre-made. Main Street Cake Shop is in demand, having provided cakes and cupcakes for numerous prestigious events, bridal fairs, and venues. Owned and operated by April Murray, she has garnered many awards for not only her exquisite cake designs, but also for their incredible taste. If you're looking for a cake for any occasion, or cupcakes in a variety of flavors, then Main Street Cake Shop is the place. Visit them on the web at mainstreetcakeshop.com.
Hey.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Take Two Radio. I'm Pam, your host, and tonight I have with me, of course, Dawn. Hello, Dawn. Hello.
Hello.
Well, I'm waiting for Dawn to answer, but in the meantime, we have a great big show tonight. We're so very happy to welcome Old Dogs, New Tricks, the web series, and I think we pretty much have the whole cast here. They're the winners of the Outstanding Dramedy 2012 LA Web Fest and also the Dramedy Ensemble cast. Congratulations, guys, and welcome to Take Two Radio.
Thanks, Pam.
You're welcome.
Thanks so much.
You're welcome. So how is everybody?
Good.
Good.
Good. Nice to be here.
sounds like somebody's got some noise in the background, maybe. Huh?
I know. I hear it too.
Someone's babysitting.
You know, guys, I think that might be me.
Are you calling
What are
the
you?
Cinnabon at the mall?
Yeah.
You know, I got to get my fix.
Okay, he's shopping.
I'll try to move to a quieter location.
Okay, no problem. So I guess we can start out talking about, do like a little recap of season 1. We have on the phone, we have Bruce Hart, Leanna Cord, Kurt, Ryland. I'm trying to see what Dawn wrote here on the little things. And maybe, Leon, you can give a recap of season 1?
Sure.
For our listeners.
Sure. Let's see. Well, first of all, it's Old Dogs and New Tricks is about 4 middle-aged best friends in youth-obsessed West Hollywood. It's a sort of a comedy slash soap, basically. And we had a short first season last year. Actually, this time last year, we were just wrapping up season 1. I can't believe it's been a year.
I know, I don't either.
A year. I can't believe we've asked people to wait so long. But anyway, it's sort of about
HBO and Showtime do it.
Well, that's true. That's Lawrence. Every time I would fret, Lawrence is like Mad Men. How long did they wait? And they had the biggest audience ever when they came back. I'm like, okay. That calms me down for about 20 minutes. But basically, it's just about the personal and romantic trials and tribulations that these 4 guys have. They're kind of a family unit in a way. So they lean on each other for support, advice, much more so in season 2. I think we really kind of explore the dynamics and importance of friendship. But we still have all the, the humiliating sex experiences and
yeah, sort of a Sex and the City type show.
I'm totally okay with that. I used to kind of stick in my craw when people would make that comparison, but there are a lot of other shows you can be compared to that I wouldn't, and it was a really good show. So
it was. I mean, that to me is a compliment, and I'm sorry if you take it otherwise, but to me it is.
I don't. I really don't. It's one of my favorite shows, and my thing was when we were just starting up the show, I didn't want people to think that we were like trying to be the gay Sex in the City.
No.
I think Sex in the City is the gay Sex in the City. So
yeah, the only thing that I would say is because it's the four guys that hang out and you help each other out and you go through life together, and that's where I was getting at for that part of it.
I do have to admit, and this just actually occurred to me the other day. Someone asked me, what was the very, very, very first spark that made you do this project? And there are lots of, reasons why. But really, I think the very first thing that made me kind of go there was the first Sex in the City movie. At the very end, Samantha turned 50, and she had just broken up with her boyfriend. And I remember thinking, watching the movie, wow, that's really brave.
Yeah.
And then it occurred to me, wait, I'm just a couple years away from 50. What's so fucking brave about it? And so I remember having that thought. So I think, it didn't consciously lead into, I'm going to explore that now. But, a couple of years later, it was there and up it popped.
Well, I have to say that we've been waiting with bated breath for season 2 because season 1 was just so funny. I mean, although there was times that, of course, it was, what's the other word I'm looking for? You kind of, like what?
Poignant.
I'm sorry. Yeah, poignant. And you kind of felt sorry for people here and there, but mostly it was a funny show, and that's because you made it a comedy, so that's a good thing.
Cool. Yeah, and season 2, I mean, it still has that kind of funny on the surface, but dealing with, subjects and situations that aren't necessarily ha-ha funny. It's all, it's all how you look at those kinds of things, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we might go a little more dramatic this year. You'll just have to wait and see. But I hope it's always funny. I never want to lose that. That is goal 1.
Well, at least, thank God, I got to see the premiere. And I'm not going to say a word other than I cannot even wait until the rest of the people see it.
I knew. Yeah, but
wow.
See, on Sunday, the actors get to see 3 episodes, so there'll be 2 up on you then. So
not fair, but I guess it's because you guys are in it.
No, I just thought it'd be fair this year to let you see it first, so you'd have something to talk about when we all show up and refuse to divulge anything about what's going to happen. But you could prod us a little.
See how great the writing is, though, Lee, and I think that's what makes the show is the writing. It's characters.
Oh, you're such a kiss up.
Now you know how he got the job. No, I've thought a lot about that, and watching. I've seen the first 3 episodes in fine cut and a rough cut of the 7th episode. And I'm proud of the writing, but I have to say, I mean, this cast is just effing amazing. And
I'm so glad you kept the profanity to a minimum. Thank you.
It's at one point, we had 4 different directors this season, Arvin and Max and John and Derek, all of them great. But at one point, while we were shooting, each one of them at one point came up and said, I really don't have to direct you guys. You guys really know these characters. And as I'm watching the episodes, it's true. I mean, everyone really takes their character and their situations just as far as they can. I'm so proud that they make you. So, thank you for where I'm going with this. Thank you for the compliment about the writing, but it's also the great cast and their commitment and our terrific crew, which makes the show look like $1 million for considerably less than $1 million.
I'd like to take my eyeliner as far as Kurt. I'm waiting for that moment.
Oh, you let Amanda do that. She should be able to wear her makeup any way that you guys wear yours.
Will we ever have a scene where Brad doesn't have his guy eyeliner on?
Yeah.
When he finally
when he gets caught by TMZ.
Oh.
Maybe he was born that way.
I couldn't imagine him without the eyeliner.
It's funny now when I see him with it, and I've worked with Kurt before, and I've known him for years, and now when I see him without it, it really is like someone else. It's like, oh, you're Kurt now. Okay, that's right. And it's more than just a guy liner. I mean, Kurt, like I said, the entire cast is amazing, and Kurt really is. He's like two different people now in my head. There's Brad Kurt and Kurt Kurt.
Yeah, yeah. Well, let's start out because Bruce was prompt and called in first. Let's start with Bruce, and you can let our listeners know what about your character.
Oh, okay, I'll be quick. You know, I learned that trick from Kathy Griffin, that you always show up early for everything, especially if you want to get your picture taken at a red carpet event and nobody knows who the hell you are, and that's true.
Yeah.
I have the privilege to play Nelson Van Eddy. He is a recurring character, which is not in all the time, but when he does show up, he stirs things up. The character Nathan, we are arch enemies. We both work at agents. What I really like about Nelson, and I've said this a million times, is he's got the great dialogue. You know, he always has the witty barb, kind of like this Dynasty. And I'm jealous of Nelson because he always looks great. His hair is perfect, his clothes are perfect, and I can never live up to realize, the faces of the crew, the makeup, and the people that work on the show. I always get to look great, at least for those shining moments in front of a well-lit camera.
You must be doing something right with those people behind the scenes.
Just one thing, though. I think definitely you're going to see some real fun between us and a little bit of fur.
Buying them drinks after the show.
Is that what it is?
Drinks after the show? Drinks constantly. No, not when Anywho, it's been a real fun, John. I think season 2 is really going to rock. So I can't wait for you guys to see the SmackDown. That's all I can say. But there's a big one.
Ooh. Tease, 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 and that means all of your listeners have to tune in.
A battle at sea. That's all I'll say.
That's right. Okay, next up we'll have Kurt go because he was the next one to call in. Go ahead and tell them about your character.
I'm Brad King, the former one-hit wonder 80s rock star, now living in his latter years, but pretending that he's, still 20 years old, and pretty much just always trying to have a good time. It's not always a good time, but he does what he can, that's for sure.
Trying to be the life of the party.
Well, he's always the life of the party, or the death of the party, one way or the other.
Yeah.
which again, you will find out in season 2.
Here we go again.
Yeah, we got some good stuff. We got some good stuff coming up.
Oh,
yeah.
Kurt, wait till you see episode 3, Kurt. You, oh my God.
Oh my.
Kurt is a very brave actor.
Oh wow. And Leon did some great editing, I would imagine.
I don't edit. The directors.
You don't edit it?
Yeah, no. The directors do rough cuts, and then Arvin Batista.
Okay.
Does the final. Oh no, I have enough to do.
Yeah. Well, being the writer and the producer and everything else and acting in it, so, yeah. All right, well, Leon, you are next, so go ahead and talk about your character.
Oh, I'm sorry. What? Kurt, did you just say something?
I just said I'm looking forward to making my parents blush again.
Oh, they're going to blush. They may disown you after the 3rd episode. That's all I'm saying. How's that for a teaser? I play Nathan Adler. He's a talent agent in West Hollywood who's just turned 50, and the show sort of starts as he's facing down that big number and kind of wondering what changes it's going to mean in his life. He was kind of a wild child when he was in his 20s and 30s, much more like Brad back then, and he's kind of he's grown up basically, but now at 50, for some reason, he's kind of like longing for days gone by, and it kind of gets the better of him in season 2.
Well, even at the end of season 1, your little toy boy there you had.
Ryland Shelton, yes.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, don't play